and welcome to the first ever XCFL's network TV show. I'm so thrilled that you guys joined us today. We're going to talk about a couple of things. First thing we're going to talk about is, the importance of being active. Talk about some of the people that are looking to get promoted in the articles. And then the last thing we're going to do is that special highlight video that's going to count down the top 5 teams from the XCFL through week 6. So first, let's just start by talking about the importance of activity. A lot of people asked us questions in the staff about whether we're going to boot people that aren't active. Our goal is not to boot people. Our goal is to get people to want to be active in the league. So to do that, we have a lot of bonuses that I think a lot of people haven't read the rules and fully understand. At the top 2 levels of our league, you're allowed to, at the beginning of every Madden, increase attributes of specific players. The only attribute right now that you cannot increase is speed. But moving forward, as we get closer to the release, we'll give you guys more information. But you can only do that if you level up. And it's your responsibility to level up. Jim and I, Andrew, Sean, Nick, none of us keep track of that. You have to keep track of it on your own and then request it. Talking about that, we talked specifically about the Redskins. Redskins, Jack in the Box, I haven't had the pleasure of actually knowing what his real name is yet. But I do have played him. Awesome guy. And I will say that he's one of the most active members, and he's brand new. He writes articles, he stays engaged, he goes on Twitter, he makes comments, he makes posts, he stays active in the league. That's what we're looking for. We do not want to boot people that aren't active. But if we find a replacement owner, and maybe they're a diehard fan, and they're active, and you've been missing MIA for a while, we will give them your spot. We don't want to, but we are here for being a grown-up man's league. Now, we all understand things come up, and we're completely understanding about that. If you go on vacation, you have kids, you have other things going on. We understand that. We'll work with you. But you got to keep us in the loop. You can't just disappear or fade out and not respond to us when we send you requests for information. And it doesn't have to be as detailed as everybody's making it. You can make a post, and it can be a paragraph long, and you can put it as an article. We don't care. Your Twitter post, you can just say, hey, our team won this week, or, we're looking at adding this guy to the trade block because he caused a fumble. That information is what keeps the leagues alive, and that's what we really want to do. We want to make this league the best league, the most adult league that has ever existed in Madden. And that's what we're bringing to you. That's why we're doing this TV show. That's why we do the podcast. That's why Jim works so hard on the website and the magazine. That's why Dan and Andrew are so involved in the gameplay. We're trying to make this the best league that we can. And part of that is we listen to you guys and what you guys want to see. Hopefully you guys like the idea of adding the element of the TV into this element and the highlight videos that I'm working on. I'm only working on those because I want to make this league great, and I hope you guys want to make this league great as well. The last thing we're going to talk about right before we get into that highlight reel is just if you have questions or you have ideas for the league that's going to make us great, or you want to contribute in a way, maybe you want to do something, ask away. We want to get everybody involved as much as possible. We want people to do things, and if you have an idea or something, Jim and I, Andrew, Sean, Nick, and Dan the Man, we all listen. We talk to each other all the time. We come up with ideas. Well, I have ideas that I want to do, and other people don't agree, and we just move on. But come up with an idea. We'll pass it along. We'll talk about it. We'll see what's best for our league, and then we'll get involved in that. So it's that time. We're going to count down the top 5 teams right now through week 6 of the XCFL. So let's head over. We're back, and we're ready for talking about the top 5 teams. Anybody who doesn't agree with those top 5 teams by the end of the year, maybe they'll be different. I know that Skip Bayless has said several times that he believes that it will be the Redskins and the Bills in the Super Bowl this year. I can't argue with him. I played both Andrew and I played Jack in the Box. I definitely think those are two of the better players. Obviously, I think the Cowboys and Redskins are going to be an interesting matchup. I don't think Jason has had so much competition in the division since Jack in the Box is coming in. I think that'll be a very interesting matchup there. As far as the other teams in the NFC, obviously the Seahawks have a great stacked roster, and the Panthers with, I don't think he wants to be called Soapy Sam. I think he changed his name. Coach D'Antonio, is that what it is from Any Given Sunday? Anyways, I can't say his name right, but I know Any Given Sunday, and since he does have the closest thing to Steamin' Willie Beeman on the team, definitely look for the Panthers to make a playoff run as the season continues. Cardinals are another one of those top teams. And on the AFC side, of course, Jim's Steelers is always in contention, even though people like to say that, you know, he makes mistakes at the end of games. Jim is one of the best players, and I think everybody who's played him knows that he is in every game. I've never seen him just get beaten up there. Talking about Jim, we also talk about his son, Zach. Zach's one of the best players in our league, and he's got one of the most talented rosters on defense. J.J. Watt's a beast, so it'll be interesting to see how they do that. Boone, I know he missed out on the top 5, and he's probably going to be upset with me. I just couldn't, I should say it's obviously me making that decision, but I couldn't go over the other teams, especially since even though the Packers didn't have that, you know, fierce competition, yet I still believe that, you know, having undefeated means something, especially in this league where, you know, most people don't finish an undefeated season. It's very rare. So, anyways, obviously Dan with the Titans. I don't think a team matches up better with the way Dan plays than the Tennessee Titans. We've got a lot of talented teams out there. We got a lot of talented people. I mean, the Ravens owner, I played him before he got into the league, and I said that, you know, Ravens is going to be a legitimate contender this year for the Super Bowl. He's got to be. So it'll be interesting how this season unwinds, and we'll see how it goes and leads into Madden 17. Thank you for everybody who came and tuned into this. Hopefully you like this. Hopefully you put on our YouTube channel that you like this. We spread the word around. We still have 4 open teams. We hope that, well, I'm almost 100% sure we'll have those 4 teams filled before the next Madden comes out. And then hopefully we fill up our minor league as well, the XCFL Red Zone, which is currently in its division round of its playoffs. So good luck to everybody in the Red Zone. I will make a highlight video for us that are in the minor league still. Good luck to everybody in the main league, the XCFL league. And thank you for joining us. Have a great day, guys.